going on, YouTube? How you guys doing today? That's good to hear. We're back with another installment of Kicking It with Krash. And today, we're going to talk about the dealership. Now, when it comes to the dealership, most people have positive experiences. You know, when you go to a dealership, you're either buying a motorcycle or getting yours fixed. So, unless you've got like huge problems and you're about to get a huge bill, most people don't really, mind. But it's always those people that get ripped at the dealership, and that kind of puts a bad taste in their mouth, which is understandable. Somebody fucks over you once, you're not going to be too pleasant about having that done again. You've got that falling into several different categories. Some people purchase bikes and they buy them at MSRP, and then at a later date, talking with buddies, they find out, hey, somebody else got that same bike for way under MSRP. And then you have a bad taste in your mouth, like, hey, dealerships are out to fuck people, they're ripping you off. And I mean, just to be 100% real with you, there's nothing wrong with paying MSRP. Like, yeah, it's kind of shitty if you don't have to, but that's the name of the game. People pay MSRP every day. But then you have situations where salespeople lie to you or mislead you, and that's a whole nother ball game. That falls under a bullshit category as well. Like, working in a dealership environment for years, I've kind of seen and heard it all. You also have those situations where, like, service advisors take advantage of you. Hey man, what's up, man? Put your fucking phone down. Hey, this shit's crazy. This motherfucker's driving with his phone all the way up. Like, not even fucking looking at the road. But yeah, then you have the situation where service advisors take advantage of you and fuck people over. That's shitty, but then, that's lack of knowledge. Not saying that you're asking for it, but if you enter into a situation with no knowledge of what's going on, then yeah, people are gonna fuck over you. Like, for example, to me, I would never pay somebody $50 to clean and lubricate my chain. But if you're new into motorcycles and you take your bike in for an oil change and they're like, hey, would you like us to service your chain? And you're like, yeah, and they're like, okay, that's $49.99. You're like, okay, no problem. Like, literally, they're putting it up on a fucking stand, rolling your back wheel, cleaning it with a brush, and spraying lube on it. They may adjust it if it needs it, but like, none of that shit's hard. It's stuff that you could technically do yourself. But of course, the dealership's gonna offer that upsell. And if you bite, then yeah, they're gonna jump all over that shit. Now, I was lucky in my years of working at a dealership. I've always worked at really good dealerships. They were really honest. They were really fair. But like I said, that's not everywhere. So, I mean, when you hear people talk about dealerships, I don't think that they're so much talking about like unfair business practices as much as they're just talking about like the rising cost of like maintenance. Like, shit's just going up. Like, I pretty much do my own maintenance unless it's something that's just out of my scope or I just don't have the tools to do. And that's the biggest thing with motorcycle maintenance is, like, if you buy the proper tools, the shit is fairly easy. Without the tools, then, of course, like, it's like hammering in a fucking nail with your fist. Like, that shit's gonna be hard as shit, but with a hammer, it's nothing. Yeah, I mean, I've been lucky, like I said, to either work at dealerships or I've always had like close relationships with dealers, so I've never really got fucked or had any horror stories. I've actually got more positive shit to say about dealerships than I do negative. So if you notice, the tone of this video is kind of leaning positively towards dealerships. That's just because I've always had positive experiences. So yeah, guys, drop down in the comment section and let me know, what are your experiences with dealerships? Like, if you've had positive ones, let me know. If you've had any negative experiences, let me know. And until the next time, ride safe.